In today's video, I'm going to set up my menu for the whole month of September in my Erin Condren monthly planner, also using the new gluten-free menu plan made easy digital download from the Passionate Penny Pincher. Hi, I'm Kristen and I post functional planning videos on my channel a couple times a week. If you're like me and you just need a gentle reminder to just keep it simple, please make sure you're subscribed and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my iPad here with the gluten-free meal plan from the Passionate Penny Pincher. That is pulled up here. They have like these really cool menu planning boxes that will give you like 12 weeks of dinners. I think it's like 5 days a week for 12 weeks. You get like a different set of recipes, and the boxes come with like recipe cards and everything comes with a grocery list for the week. And I've just been needing something just a little more simple right now. I actually really enjoy menu planning on my own and kind of coming up with my own system and everything, but I'm just trying to eliminate some extra stress, and I am at the end of my Whole30. I did a Whole30 for August. I do need to be eating gluten-free, and so for September I'm not going to be as like restrictive as eating on a Whole30, but I knew I wanted to just have a simple way to make sure I'm getting like gluten-free meals in, and that this way, even though I already have like a bunch of things that I know are gluten-free and all that stuff, I just really wanted to try this out. This was one of the things I was hesitant to purchase the menu boxes before because, you know, we kind of have a special diet in our house. I'm gluten-free, my husband's dairy-free. My husband's not always here though, so we can get away with making things that have dairy in them when he's not around. And so, yeah, but I am also going to try to avoid dairy for myself and just have like a little bit here and there, like some, you know, feta cheese on a salad, that kind of thing. Anyway, all that to say is I'm going to be using some of the weeks from this to write out in my planner as far as what I want my menu to be. So in August I had this menu plan that I drew out, and this one uses 5 lines for each day of the week and then 2 lines for like the header row with the days of the week. And then I tried this out where I drew it on a smaller section of a piece of note paper so that I had more space on my dashboard. So what I'm going to do for September is I'm going to do something similar to this directly on this page. So I'm actually going to, I don't think I need to because it's 3 lines for each, and I think I did 1 inch. Let's get the ruler and measure. Yes, 1 inch per square. So yeah, so I'm gonna just draw that out here on this page. I also have some other supplies here. So this is the purple dot marker, or sorry, lilac from Erin Condren, and we've got a dot on one side and a chisel on the other, and we've got some washi tape. These came in a roll from Planner Kate, which is actually on sale right now for 50% off. I love this floral so much that I just decided I needed to get the washi. I don't have any purple floral, so I thought that was a good purchase. And so I might use that, but realistically, I will probably use the thin one that coordinates. That's just like this purple with like a crosshatch design. But I also pulled this grid washi from the Erin Condren Wildflowers washi set. So I don't know if I even need washi, but I just thought since this page isn't going to have a lot of deco on it, that I might use some washi. And then what else do I have here? I have this little habit tracker because I just wanted to know the spacing, because I'm thinking about putting the habit tracker at the bottom below the menu plan. So I think we should have plenty of space for that, but I just want to check before I draw it all in. And then I have some other stickers from Planner Kate. So on my dashboards, I typically use these KF stickers to kind of relabel my boxes on my dashboard. So I purchased the one that says time to cook to put on the meal plan side. But then I also, in that same order, purchased a bunch of the newer R scripts, and I got a bunch of them that can work for headers here, just so I have some different options so I don't get too bored with this. And so I think what I want to do, because these are new and I haven't used them yet, I think I'm going to switch to using the R scripts for my dashboard setup. So I have the one that says meal plan, and then I have the one that says don't forget for the habit tracker, but I might not actually use that now because this is just for the menu, and then I'll set up the rest of it when we do like the monthly plan with me. So that is what I'm going to be using there. And I think we can go ahead and get started. I will draw it out with this Micron 08. And on this one, you can see that I had the dot here with the date in it, and that's what I'm going to use the purple for. But I'm going to do it on a smaller scale like this one. So here we go. And I don't need this quite yet, so I'm going to set it off to the side. And let's go. So I need... to figure out, I might just take this page off. Okay, so I've grabbed this ruler that has 16ths on it, and we need to go, how many lines do I need first of all? So I need 3, so that's 15 lines, and then 16 for the header row. So if I do 16 lines, that means it leaves 12 lines down here. Can I fit this habit tracker on 12 lines? So let's just kind of go like this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so it only takes up 10. And that's if I let it go down to like past the bottom line, but even if I didn't do that, it would only take up 11. So that's perfect. All right, let's do this. So the way I'm gonna do it is I'm going to draw, how long is this line? And I can just measure. I think it's 6.5 inches. Yes, 6.5. So I'm gonna measure all the way across to 6.5. Like this. I can't remember if I drew this out the last time. If I did, it was the bigger version, but I don't think I've drawn this smaller version out in a video before. So let's do the second line. That way this can be the line for the header row. And then we'll do 5 sets where we skip 3 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be the last horizontal line. Okay, and now let's connect on the ends, and then we can measure out the individual boxes. And let me go this way. All right, so now I am gonna have to measure, so why don't I just leave it this direction? And I just need 5/16, so it doesn't really matter exact which side of the ruler I'm doing it from. And I'm just putting a little dot, because then I'm gonna do it again here and then connect the lines. So I'll speed through that. Okay, so now let's connect these vertical lines. And I feel like it's off slightly, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. As long as the squares look somewhat consistent with each other, I'm okay with it. It's hard to measure exactly perfectly with these rulers with this technique, and then also trying not to get my head in the camera shot. I think if I were doing this not trying to film it, then I would totally just like get all up in there. So now what I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to color this part in with the chisel, and then I'm gonna dot each thing. And then that way, so this doesn't fit on here. That's super weird. Okay, so I'm going to color this in with the chisel end of the dot marker. And okay, that's cute. And then let's put the cap back on, and then I'm going to just dot this, and then I will write in all of the dates and the days of the week, and then we can start filling in the actual menu. So with this menu plan that I purchased, I can't show you the recipes because that's not fair to the company I purchased the menu plan from, but I can tell you what they are. And it's the same as if you go on their site and you can see like what recipes are in each menu plan. So that is what we will do. And then what I want to do, I'm thinking about doing, if I can like make this happen. Where's my pen? I lost my pen. Hold on. What I'm kind of thinking about doing is using the gluten-free menu plan, but then making it dairy-free as well. And I might do like a little review and some like photos of the food after I cook it, and maybe do something like that on my blog. I've been wanting to actually write more on my blog. I just can't really find a time to do it. And I'm hoping if I can like intentionally set aside, like I want to write this blog post, then I might do it. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And now I think what I'm gonna do is actually, even though I have already planned this current week out, that includes the 1st of September, I'm actually going to switch and just ignore this and start my week here, because we are kind of getting bored with this. We've been very just craving something simple for a couple of months, a few months, and now I just want to switch gears and try new things. So we're kind of like over the same repetition, and that's what's great about this, is that like it's totally flexible. I know one of the things that people get confused about with these monthly menu plans is like, well, what if you don't want to have that? How do you know you're going to want to be eating that in a month? Well, for me, it's not so much because I'm not buying all the groceries at the very beginning. I'm still buying the groceries weekly. So it's just a backup plan. Like if I decide we want to change and have something different this night, I just won't buy the ingredients for this. I'll buy something else or whatever. And then that way it's just something so where I don't have to sit down every single week and plan out a menu. And so yeah, that's what it is for us. So even though I already have this week planned out, it's easy to just say, okay, well, we're not going to have this after all. So that's all. So I'm gonna write in all the dates, and then I'll come back and we'll start filling in the meals. Actually, I really think I want to take a picture of this because this is just a month on one page. Like this, you can use for anything. It doesn't have to be for menu planning. So I think I want to take a picture of it so that I can like post that maybe on Instagram or something, just to show like how you can make a month on one page in the planner and then still have room for note space. So let's just kind of like set up like a little Instagram shot here. Before I fill in the menu. And I don't know, I can't even tell if this is gonna be good, so there's kind of shadows and stuff. There. Okay, carry on with the video, right? Actually, I can just cut this image right here out of this video and use that instead of the one on my phone. That actually looks pretty good. Okay. Sorry for that interruption, but this is kind of how I do things sometimes. All right, so I don't know if I want to use the washi or not yet. I might actually use it at the bottom with like the habit tracker, like as just like a background to that. So I think we're gonna just wait on that and not use the washi until the end maybe. But I do want to put one of these stickers down that says meal plan, and I think I'm going to use one of the ones, there's like a darker purple one right here, so let's use that. This is our 138 from Planner Kate, and we'll just put it over here like this, and then it is repositionable because it's Planner Kate, and so if I do decide to add some more deco or whatever to that, then I can easily just move it. So let me grab our gluten-free menu plan here, and I want to use week 8. So I have 5 weeks here, so I'm going to use week 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 and just fill it in. So these give me 5 meals for each week, and so Sunday is still going to be fend for yourself, and Saturday is still going to be some kind of grilled chicken, because we do eat the chicken like for lunches and stuff throughout the week. So that is perfect for us. And week 8 says it's buffalo chicken lettuce wraps. Oh, this is important. We do have a lot of things going on in the first week or so. So there's some things happening here. So my husband and I are gonna have our anniversary date at lunchtime on Friday. My son wants to eat at a special restaurant on Thursday night. Saturday night is his birthday, and we're going to be at his birthday party. And then Sunday afternoon is his birthday lunch. I know, it's a lot of eating out 4 days in a row, so that's pretty crazy. And I don't think we have anything else in the evenings that I need to worry about, other than just typical tennis stuff. And so, oh, Wednesday is open house, so that is a day I'm gonna wanna have something in the crock pot. So is there a crock pot meal or a make-ahead meal? There's skinny cheeseburger soup, that might work. So let's get, I feel like I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. I'm gonna grab these stickers that I have from Planner Kate. These are the old icon sheets, and I'm gonna use these. It's a crock pot sheet. It's I-548, which I'm fairly certain is not on the site anymore, but you can always get anything that's retired printed for you as a custom. If you're interested in how to do that, let me know and I will explain it, but you basically just email Kate and ask for that sheet. So on the 30th, we're gonna need a crock pot meal, and I think that's it. Let's do a crock pot meal on, can you even see this? We have dentist appointments on the 11th, and so let's do a crock pot meal that day as well. So let's get back to our menu. So the 30th and the 11th. So I'm just gonna kind of put this little crock pot icon there to remind me that when I'm picking the days for these, to pick a meal that is going to work with either just making it ahead or making it in the crock pot. And then again, Thursday through Sunday these days, I'm just gonna kind of, let's just block them off for now. Just for now. I might go back and write in what we're having those days, but I just want to not accidentally write something in that spot. All right, let's keep going. So what I'm gonna do, because I can't show you the actual recipes without you having purchased the menu plan, I'm just gonna kind of have my iPad like off to the side right here so that I can flip through the actual pages and see which would work well as like a make ahead or a crock pot. So I think the skinny cheeseburger soup is perfect. It's a slow cooked kind of thing that you can yes, it's for the slow cooker. So this is gonna be cheeseburger soup, which is really gonna end up being probably just like burger soup. I doubt I'm going to put a bunch of cheese in it, but we'll see. I'm gonna figure out which ones work well as dairy-free or maybe dairy substitutes and which ones don't. All right, then we have buffalo chicken lettuce wraps, we have Tuscan baked fish, Tex-Mex breakfast casserole, kale salad with roasted sweet potatoes. So that one is cool because it's like a meatless meal. So let's do that for Monday. Let's do all the meatless ones on Monday. And that will kind of help me assign a day to each of these things. So kale salad and Tex-Mex, that would be good for Tuesday. So we've got Tex-Mex, breakfast, casserole for Tuesday. And the other good thing about having a casserole on Tuesday is that there will probably be leftovers. So if I don't get around to getting food in the crock pot early enough on Wednesday, we can just eat the leftovers. Or since that's like a breakfast casserole, I'm pretty sure my kid would eat it as like the stuffing of a breakfast burrito. And then we'll do the buffalo chicken wraps. On Thursday, and then the baked fish on Friday. And then, like I said, we'll do grilled chicken and veggies on Saturday, and then Sunday is fend for yourself. So let's write that all the way down. And okay. All right, so then the next week in this menu plan, we've got just 3 days really that we need. So I can kind of be a little picky here. We've got chicken chorizo street tacos. That sounds kind of good. Slow cooker mesquite roast and carrots. Shrimp ceviche salad. Brunswick stew chicken casserole. That's freezer friendly. Slow cooker barbecue ribs. So my son can't eat ribs with his braces, so I'm not gonna deal with that. And I think the ceviche thing, I don't feel like I'm into it. So let's do the chicken street tacos on Tuesday. And let's do slow cooker mesquite roast and carrots. Sounds super good. And that's freezer friendly. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to freeze a lot of that. So let's do I'm just gonna write roast plus carrots this day. And then I like the idea of that Brunswick stew. I've never had that, so that sounds good. Let's do Brunswick stew. Oh, it's a casserole. Brunswick stew casserole. Okay, that week's done. Now let's go to the week 10, and I'm looking for a slow cooker meal for Monday. And right away we have Mexican style shredded beef, which sounds amazing. Pork cacciatore, creamy tomato soup. So that's not like, there's no meat or anything. Like tomato soup to me is not enough to be a meal. So we're gonna maybe have to come up with something different or borrow one of the meals from the week that we didn't use them all. Barbecue turkey breast and bacon and Swiss quiche. So we can also just do like a regular meal of tacos as well, which I definitely want to do the Mexican style shredded beef this day. And I want to try this pork cacciatore. I don't know what that is, but it sounds amazing. It's got some pasta. So let's do the pork cacciatore. The tomato soup is we're gonna have to eat that with something on the side. Maybe we'll do that with like whatever leftover Mexican shredded beef or something. We can just have like tacos or whatever with that. Or we can do this turkey breast. I think that's what we'll do. So there's another one that is it's a barbecue turkey breast. And then we'll definitely have leftovers of that, and we can make sandwiches for when we have the tomato soup. So that can be like a more substantial meal. That's like one of the things about these like pre-made menu plans is you don't really get to pick the meals that are in it. That's the point. Like it's for you to not have to think. But then it's like, well, is really anyone just gonna only eat tomato soup for dinner and be happy with just liquid tomatoes? I don't know. So we'll put tomato, well, I could probably write out tomato, soup, and sandwiches. Which I will eat my leftover turkey meat on like a cassava wrap because that's gluten-free. And then my son will just have it on like a roll, like a sandwich roll. And then the bacon and Swiss quiche, I'm gonna have to switch that up pretty good because I know my son does not like Swiss cheese and I'm trying to avoid dairy. And there's a lot of dairy in this recipe. But maybe I can just kind of use the fact that it's quiche as a jumping off point and try it with either less dairy or a dairy alternative. And then instead of Swiss, we can use a different, more mild flavored cheese. So I'm just gonna write the quiche here. I never make a quiche, so I'm excited to try that. I'm definitely going to be tweaking it a little bit though. So then week 11 in the menu plan, we have caprese chicken skillet, Thai beef lettuce wrap, sounds delicious, grilled sausage and veggies, fruity chicken salad, and grilled basil salmon with tomatoes. Okay, and I don't really have any particular things each night that I need to be worried about as far as time for cooking and whatnot. So let's just start at the top. We've got caprese chicken skillet here. We've got Thai beef lettuce wraps. And then we have grilled sausage and veggies. Fruity chicken salad. That one calls for 3 cups of shredded rotisserie chicken. And so what I'll end up doing is just making extra chicken on this day and then just shred that and save it for this chicken salad. Because I'm not going to go to the store to buy a rotisserie chicken if I don't have to. So fruity chicken salad, and then what will happen with that is like we'll just eat it as like a wrap. Again, like I'll have it on a cassava wrap, and then my son can have it on a roll or a tortilla or something. And then grilled basil salmon with tomatoes. And I know my son goes in phases with salmon, so I might just make him a piece of chicken, and then I'll do a piece of salmon for me. But most of these, it looks like for a good amount of these, there is the dairy involved is something I can swap out or just omit completely. All right, and then the final week, we've got no scheduling conflicts or anything, so we can just start filling in. Garlic steak and potato packets. That sounds pretty dang good. Steak and potato packets. And then the next one is harvest chopped salad. That sounds great too. And we will be entering the fall season towards the end of September. So that'll be nice to have like a little seasonal salad. Harvest chopped salad. Mediterranean fish skillet. Okay, and then white chicken chili. Yum. We like white chicken chili, and I already have a recipe that we use. But I'm always down to try new ones, and this actually looks very similar to the one we make anyway, so it should be fine. And then what is next? The last one is shrimp fajitas. Perfect, we like shrimp fajitas. And then I'll just use the cassava wrap again, or corn tortillas are also gluten-free. Okay, and so these nights, I did put this little washi here to block it so I wouldn't forget. I can just kind of write that my son wants to go to Rudy's barbecue. I guess on the 8th, we do need to have food to make for dinner that day. I'm just now realizing it's my husband and I are going for lunch. We'll just do fend for yourself this night because we will definitely have leftovers from the place where we go for lunch. We'll definitely have leftovers. So my husband and I will just eat those, and then my son can just have whatever. And then Saturday is my son's party, and we will eat there. And then Sunday is his birthday lunch. So there we go. And then even though that's lunch, we never eat dinner after we go out for a big lunch like that. It usually ends up being like a fend for yourself kind of situation. I don't know what to do with this little piece of washi. So that is it for my menu, and I don't think I really want to add any deco to this yet. I think I want to wait until I do my dashboard so that it can all kind of be cohesive and go together. I really love the concept of the recipe boxes. So if we like all these meals, I might actually consider purchasing. There's like a summer box and there's a 5 ingredients box. And I might get those because I feel like those would be the easiest to convert into gluten-free. Although I read that the gluten-free recipes in this menu plan are they're all pulled from the boxes and just converted into gluten-free, or they're just already inherently gluten-free. So I may or may not, I don't know. There is a Facebook group dedicated to people who have purchased the meal plans, so I might ask in there if those have a lot of overlap or not. And I can always look at the pictures on the website to see which meals are in those boxes too and compare them to what I already have. So yeah, again, that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, please consider subscribing, because I post functional planning videos on my channel a couple times a week, and I would love to see you in the next one. Until then, embrace your imperfections and just be you. Bye.